Hi everyone, welcome to MSUNN Yoga and Wellness. I'm Dr. Melissa and I'm really excited that you're here for today's class on stress and anxiety. We're going to first work on getting that excess energy out, and then we'll work on focusing on our breath and calming down our nervous system. So if you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed and lots of tension, this is going to be the perfect class for you. So go grab your mats and let's do this. All right, so we're gonna get started just creating a little bit of movement and just noticing maybe where you're feeling that tension, where you're feeling overwhelmed. And I just want you to observe your breath for a moment before we get moving. What are you feeling? And probably have heard over and over again, take a really big deep breath. That does is use our chest and our neck muscles. So throughout practice, I want you to focus on breathing into your rib cage. This 360-degree breath out into the rib cage. Doesn't have to be big, just very gentle. Just try and keep it out of your chest and your necks. All right, so let's get started. Hands and knees, coming into tabletop. Good, and just take that gentle breath in. We're gonna sink our hips back into child's pose. Then inhale, pull yourself forward. Exhale, sink it back. Inhale, lift, come up. And you might come forward a little bit more than your typical tabletop. Press into the palms, lift. Exhale, sink those hips back. Inhale, lift. One more time, sink it back. Come back up, and then we're just gonna kind of shift the hips to the left and then over towards that right hand side. Just seeing what you're feeling in your hips. Maybe doing some circles through that back. Kind of moving your body however it feels like it wants to go right now. Good. And maybe you pull yourself forward, coming onto this plank on the knees. Slowly lower all the way down. Use that breath, that 360-degree breath into the rib cage up, into a little cobra. And then maybe you press back into that child's, or maybe you come into a down dog. Really pick what your body is calling for right now. If you're in the down dog, maybe pedaling heels down one side and then the other. And then we're gonna inhale, bring yourself forward. Drop to those knees, slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, lift, little cobra. And then press back into that child's pose or your down dog, either one. Wherever you're at, pull yourself, come forward. Come onto the knees. Exhale, lower one more time. Inhale, lift, pull yourself up and back. And then press it back into child's this time. Sink those hips back, nice breath in. Then inhale, pull yourself, come up. We're gonna take the right leg, scoot that right leg in front. Drive your right knee forward over those toes, gentle tuck of that tailbone underneath. Breathe into that 360-degree breath. Left arm floats up. And then we're gonna exhale, just a gentle sweep over towards that right hand side. Inhale, lift, come back up. Exhale, sweep over towards that right hand side one more time. Inhale, lift, come up. And then maybe we take the right hand behind the back, reach it over towards that left hip, drive the knee forward, open up, nice breath in. Exhale, sink those hips just a little more. Awesome. That left hand's gonna come down. Spin the chest open. Take your right leg, spin it back. So you can either keep those knees stacked or that right leg can go out. Press the hips, lift up. Keep pulling that left shoulder blade down and back. Then that right arm's gonna reach towards the ceiling. You can keep holding here or take that hand, reach it back towards the left heel. Inhale, spin, lift those hips up. Exhale, reach underneath. Inhale, spin, lift up. And then we'll bring it back. Either plank on those toes, plank on your knees. Slowly lower down. Very gentle. Gentle lift up and back. And then curl those toes underneath, press back. Child's pose, or maybe you want to come into a down dog. Just be nice and gentle and follow the breath. It's not a big, deep breath. It's just a gentle breath into that rib cage. And then come back to those knees. We're going to switch to the other side. So that left leg's going to come out in front. Sink the knees forward over the toes. Nice, gentle breath in. Inhale, sweep that right arm up towards the ceiling. Keep tucking that right hip underneath. Exhale, sweep over towards that left-hand side. Inhale, lift, come back up. Exhale, sweep over towards the left side. Inhale, lift, come up and back. Maybe you take that left hand over towards that right hip. Gentle breath out into that rib cage. Keep sinking the knees forward. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. Take that right hand down towards the ground. Left arm spins towards the ceiling. Take that left leg, scoot your left leg back. The knees can stay stacked, or you can press the hips up, lift up and out, reach through those fingertips. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. You can hold there, or maybe you take that left hand, reach it towards your right heel. Inhale, spin, lift up. Exhale, reach it underneath. Inhale, spin and lift back up. Bring it back down onto those knees. Press into the palms, lower all the way down. Inhale, pull, gentle lift up and back. And then press it back into that child's pose or down dog. And just notice, working on getting that energy out, connecting with your breath. Notice the neck, notice the shoulders. And then inhale, bring yourself forward. We're just gonna come into pigeon pose. So take that right knee behind the back of your right wrist and just kind of square those hips off. Lengthen out through that crown of your head and just fold forward over that thigh. And we're just gonna hold here for a little bit. If you wanna stick a blanket or a block under that right hip, you can do that to lift yourself up. And you're working on lowering that chest down over the thighs. Head gets nice and heavy. Nice gentle breath in. Exhale, letting it go. And squaring those hips off. Relax the neck and shoulders and just observe what you're feeling in your body. Observe the breath. Observe the opening. And you're not judging anything. You're just noticing what's going on. Just recognizing you took some self-care time for you, which is so amazing. Working on that breath. Calming things down. Nice gentle breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good. I'm just going to take a couple more breaths here. Each exhale, you get a little heavier. And just focus on your inhale versus the exhale. Seeing if you can balance them out, getting them to the same count. And possibly a slightly longer exhale. Awesome. Slowly walk those hands back towards that front shin. And we'll just kind of take that right leg, kind of send that right leg back, reach it out, maybe wiggle, little stretch. And then we'll switch so that left knee comes behind the left wrist, squaring those hips off there. And once you find that sweet spot, lower yourself all the way back down and come right back to the breath. You're easing, using the breath. Comparing from side to side, and we're still working. Inhale, trying to equal that exhale, and slightly longer exhale. That slightly longer exhale is so important. It helps calm our nervous system down from using our diaphragm. It's not a forceful exhale, just a gentle exhale. Just keep trying to soften through that hip each exhale. Nice. And on your next inhale, slowly walk those hands back towards that front shin. Just kind of send those legs back and kind of shake it out from side to side. And then from here, I'm going to have you take that yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, you can also use a towel roll and kind of roll up that towel. I'm going to roll it up about 2 to 3 inches, depending on your comfort, is the thickness. And we're going to put this right in between our shoulder blades. So once you get it rolled up to where you want it, lower down. You might have to just kind of wiggle up and down to see where it feels most comfortable for you. And then you'll let that head get nice and heavy. The arms can be out to the side, like a cactus arms. Nice, gentle breath in. Exhale, letting it go. Careful that you're not overarching the low back. Your main focus is right in between those shoulder blades. This is such an awesome area, especially when we have feelings of tension, to help open up. It's a great spot for our central nervous system to kick on and head into that rest and digest phase. So we're going to keep focusing on that breath. Gentle inhale and that exhale. Getting heavy in the front of the shoulders. Just tapping into what you're feeling. Keep staying with the breath. Nice. Take one more gentle breath in here. And just slowly bring those arms down by your side. Kind of roll off to the side and just roll that mat out for a quick second. Come on to the back again, just for a second, noticing how it feels a little different. You notice that opening in between those shoulder blades. And remembering that breath that we've been working on throughout this practice. And just gently roll onto your side. And come up to a comfortable seated position. Let's take one last deep cleansing breath in. Lift those arms all the way up. Exhale, bring those hands down towards heart center. Just thanking your body for all of its work during your practice. Notice how your body feels now, and even just taking a breath, how it feels now from when we first started. Noticing how that tension has left, and kind of carrying what you learned on the mat with you off of your mat. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'm happy to help out. And I'm also going to put a link down below to my stress management guide, so make sure you check that out. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out, and you'll get new info when new videos come out. So until next time, I'll catch you later. Namaste.